Hello friends, welcome back to the Video Peek. I'm your stylist, Shauna Rose, and we've got some fabulous new clothes. So a couple months ago, I finally bought my fabric to make my raw ponchos for my raw collection, which stands for Radical Acceptance. So it's all raw edges, mostly. You can pay extra if you want them to be sewn down. But the whole concept behind the raw collection is radical acceptance, learning to find beauty in the imperfections, which is really what I want to inspire all of you to do for yourselves, for your experience in this life, because let's face it, life is full of imperfections and it's ultimately about our perception of them. So this is the black poncho. Right now I have it sort of backwards, so there's a slit. I know black on black's kind of hard to see, but you'll see better when I put on the other colors too, because it also has orange and turquoise. So you can tie that slit in a knot in the front to bring it up, shorter in the back. You can see it ends right here, but covers up our angel wings if we're looking for that coverage. So now I'm going to turn it sideways so it's slit up the sides, so there's plenty of movement for our arms. And long enough to cover most of what we really don't like to show. No matter how much we love our arms, maybe we don't love how much they're aging. I don't know. Whatever it is, the raw poncho will achieve the level of coverage that you're looking for. The cool thing about the raw collection is, if you're here when I'm here, if you love it but you want to get creative, because this is a space for all of us to be creative, you can ask me to make it shorter, slice it here, do this, do that, whatever you can come up with. This is a space for you to be able to do that, and I'm here to help you with that. So we can do one arm out, we can belt it, we can tie it in the back so that it's flowy. We tie it in the back so that it's tight in the front and then flowy in the back. All these things I can show you when you come in and look at them, but basically it's such an amazing piece. It's so beautiful, isn't it? It's just so beautiful. It's great belted. I can go on and on about this. For all of my printed bell-bottom lovers, I finally got a few more prints for us. You know, I like to take breaks so that I keep it fresh and new and exciting. I don't want to have these all the time, but of course every time I get them, they're gone. They just fly out. So if you need more prints, or if you haven't tried them yet, you notice I'm rubbing my thighs. It's because this fabric is so soft. It's almost suede-like. It feels so good, like a faux suede, you know, but that's the kind of smooth, just, I don't know how to describe it, but it feels so good. So I have the print that I'm wearing now, which is sort of a combo of mustard, tan, black, and charcoal. And then we also have purple. This is basically purple with black and a little bit of lavender, maybe a little bit of off-white. This one has black and baby blue and tan and white, a little bit of aqua. This one has purple and turquoise, off-white, little notes of either tan or mustard. Can't totally tell what that is. The lighting in here is not the greatest. And then this beautiful combo, it's almost like rust with black and off-white and a little bit of mustard. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And for all my animal print lovers, look at this. This is a gorgeous snake print. Oh, I mean, hey, if you're not a snake lover, don't worry. These are not going to hurt you. You just get to appreciate the beauty of God's print that He created. I just think these are fantastic. This top is so adorable. Yes, it does sort of look like you're wearing your grandma's doily, but hey, some of us like that look, and if you don't like it, then this is not for you. I love that look. I think it's so adorable. Great sleeve length. Obviously the tag needs to be cut out, don't judge. I just think it's so cute how it comes up like this. Now, for those of you that are really proud of your body and you like to show it off a little bit more, you might want to wear a fitted top underneath. You can do obviously a variety of colors. I just wanted to see the contrast of the print, so I did black under. But like I was saying, you can do a fitted top. I have the swing top underneath because for me that just feels more comfortable. And I do both. It just depends on what mood I'm in or where I'm going. But I think that the swing is just really cozy under here. I just feel so comfortable, and that is my #1 goal right now, is comfort. When I'm putting on clothes, I want to be comfortable, period. So this is like a beige, a golden beige, I would say, with some gray undertones. Now I've got the fabulous snake print on. Felt like you could see him better that way. Was I right? Okay, so snake print, bell bottoms, suede-y. I threw on a belt for the fun of it to mix it up. And check out this new cardigan that I found. Oh, feels so good. Easy to get on. So this is one of these cardigans that you're not closing necessarily. You're just gonna let it hang. And this comes all the way down about knee length. I mean, obviously depending on your height. And the cool thing about it is it's very stretchy. I should definitely put this on with a lighter color underneath so you can see. But because of the stretch, it really actually lends itself to tying it up. Love that. Oh my gosh. It's just comfortable. You know, it's fitted. It gives us just enough coverage. If you don't have something like this, or maybe you do, but it's getting old and you need a new one, this is going to be perfect for you. Same cardigan, but this time in red. Isn't this adorable? So I have it tied in the front, which is great that this knit fabric is stretchy enough and malleable enough that I can do that. But otherwise, it just hangs about knee length. I was thinking that for the holidays, Christmas, Valentine's Day, this is like a perfect little pop of red. Just fun and electric and feminine, some might say. And I mean, we can crisscross and belt as well. I mean, we can get creative, but it's just a great basic. Remember, ladies, when you put this on, you're not necessarily closing it. You just let it hang. It's doing more for us on our arms, our hips, and our backside than the front. So if you feel like you want more coverage in the front, just wear a looser tank underneath, like an A-line tank, a swing. So this is the turquoise version of the raw poncho. They all are about the same. Some vary a little bit in length. So here I had one arm out and then I had it belted. Now you can see it's just flowy. I'm gonna go ahead and put my arm in. I'm gonna put that seam on my arm. And a lot of times I'll get girls putting it on and going, well, what am I supposed to do with the neck? Well, the neck is just gonna do whatever it does naturally. It's, you know, it might have some movement in here. It's not necessarily always gonna lay perfect, but that's just sort of a part of this look. It's very artsy. It's very wearable art, if you know what I mean by that. So I can also take it like this, tie it in the back, a double knot so it stays. And now I've got a fitted top, and actually I'm gonna pull this off both shoulders. Plenty of movement in my arms. It's so versatile. I love it so much. So it's just beautiful. It's easy to wear. I love that it's stretchy travel fabric. So you can just throw it in your luggage. And if you need to wash it, you just hand wash and lay it flat to dry. I love this cuddly sweater. It's got the cowl, the cute wooden buttons, It's crisscrossed here in the front, so you can put a tank top if that makes you uncomfortable. And when it's a little bit colder, that'll be nice anyways to bundle up. I don't know when the colder weather's coming, but I'm sure it will, and we will be ready when it does. This color is so beautiful. It's just rich. I just want to be drinking some cider or something, sitting near a fire, watching the snow fall up in the mountains. I guess we're gonna have to travel to make that happen. But pretty cute, right? Same cowl neck sweater with the wooden buttons, but this time in the khaki green. Now I've layered a little cami underneath for those of you who aren't gonna like that split in the front feature. Just throw your little cami underneath, you'll be good to go. And then you can make it as long as you want. So if you're like, oh, that's really cute, but it's not the length I want, well, your underneath layer can solve that problem. So cute. I feel like we'll just like have this for years, you know? Like we'll wear it a few times this fall and winter, and then it will sit in our closet, and like, I would imagine a good 3 to 4 years we'd keep pulling this out because it's just like classic, but also has an artistic flair. Look at this adorable sweater. I like that it's not too oversized because you guys complained to me about that, and it's really hard to find where I shop anyways. So comfortable sleeve. It's got these fun little holes throughout, just something a little different. And they have a few of those in the bodice too. So if you wore a lighter color underneath, they would show. Right now I have the same color underneath, and I want you to know that if it's not long enough for you, you can pull your underneath layer down longer by using a slip tank or whatever you have at home. If you don't have something, I do. So I'm gonna pull this up and sort of treat it like a bralette for now, so you can see the sheer factor, because that is an option. You could wear a little bralette underneath and make it a little bit sexier. We could do the tuckle. We can add a scarf. I just love playing dress up so much. Ignore this tag. Throw on some boots. We're ready to go. I cannot stress to you enough how yummy this felt when I put it on my body. This knit is just like, I don't know, it's so cuddly. It just slid right on, felt so good. It's a nice wide neckline, so if you wanted to, you could pull it off the shoulder. It's a little bit shorter, which I don't mind because frankly, we can layer a cami underneath, and when the weather does get chilly, we won't mind layering. In fact, we'll probably be happy that we are. We've got the goodies covered, so nobody knows what's going on back there. We won't get any stalkers following us home. Again, layer a cami if you want more length in the front, but really I just love how it hangs. So if I were wearing this on both shoulders and not pulled off one, it's a little bit more of like, I wouldn't say 3/4, but sort of, you know, and if I just zhush it up a little bit, it is. And I know a lot of you love 3/4, so that's great. But again, you can pull it down a little bit longer. And if you're petite, it'll probably be a full length. But this is a great way to show off bracelets too. My mom always tells me when a top is not as long as you want it to be on the sleeve, that's a great opportunity to bulk up on some of your great bracelets that you don't always get a chance to wear and show them off. Something to think about. And even though this top is a little bit shorter, you can still tuckle it. So if you want to just show off a little bit more of your figure and not have so much of the sweater, the tuckle always works. Almost always. You can do a belt too if the tuckle doesn't work. This is the final color available in the raw poncho. It's the orange. Orange is so full of life. It's such a happy color. It's kind of a deep, happy color, which I love. All of that. You know, it's bold. It says I'm here and I'm not afraid to be here. I love that the lines go diagonal because that's always so great for everybody's figure. I have the raw poncho belted, but you don't have to. I mean, I like orange pretty much all year, anytime I want, but it is such a great season for it, especially with Halloween being like this week. Isn't it great? You don't have to do off the shoulder if you don't want to. I just like it. Blame it on my mom. So I already showed you these different ways to wear it earlier, but I think it looks different with each color, doesn't it? It's such a fun piece. It's amazing how good this fabric feels. It's not hot. Look how stretchy it is. I can just like manhandle it. I'm not gonna hurt it. It's just a fantastic creative piece that you'll probably have for years to come. You can do it over bathing suits, over long sleeves, over tank tops. I mean, this piece will just give you so many opportunities to be playful and look amazing and unique and artistic and beautiful, just like perfect creation of God that you are. Self-love takes discipline. I cannot say it too many times because we have a little voice inside here, and it always wants to creep in and interject its negative thoughts, right? And a lot of times we jump right on board, no questions asked. Like, yeah, you're right. I am fat. I am ugly. My hair's not right. My thighs aren't right. My teeth, my lips, my skin, my arms. I can go on and on of how that little negative voice in our head steps up to the plate and says, hey, get out of the driver's seat, I'm driving. But it's up to us to say, no, you're not driving. We don't have to be angry with it. We don't have to feel guilty or ashamed of having it. Life is an infinite experience of the yin and yang, but it is up to us to control how much attention we do give to the dark. We can completely give more attention to the light if we are intentional about it. So, you know what a placebo is, right? On all the medications that are put out into our world, they have to do a study on them first. So they have to give 75 people this medication and see how they react to it, right? They also have to give the same amount of people a placebo, which means it's a fake pill. So they give them that pill and then they do a study. And it turns out same amount of people benefited from the placebo as they did from the medication. But my point in telling you that story is that it just goes to show you how powerful our minds are, right? So whatever you're saying about yourself, whatever you're agreeing to, you're making it more real. And all you have to do is change the way you think about it. Change the way you talk about yourself. Change the way you talk about others. Change it by practicing healthy thoughts. So when the self-loathing thoughts step in, you just push them aside. Eventually, if you're practicing it often enough, you will catch yourself and you'll go, oh, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go there today. I love myself just the way I am. 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 We have to do that if we wanna help heal the world. We can heal the world starting with ourselves. But it's not going to happen if we don't start with ourselves. So if you want this world to be a more beautiful place, then we have to start being more beautiful to ourselves. And then that's going to have a snowball effect, and it's going to start affecting everybody else in your life. And then their happiness will affect other people in their lives, and it will just go on until the world is all full of love and peace. But it has to start with us. So, one love.